Hi, I'm Tanner with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. Today we're going to go over a used inventory unit. It's going to show up on our website as a 2+1, but I actually custom built this trailer a couple years ago for a customer that we just got back in. It's set up similar to a 2+1, but it's got quite a few options on it that make it a little different. It's technically a 2+2 or kind of a 4-horse head-to-head, but kind of something in between a 2+1 and a 4-horse head-to-head. We'll start off here at our front tack room. We'll walk around and show you guys some cool options on this trailer. Front tack room on this guy, we do have our fold-up step. It's going to come standard pretty much on any inventory unit. We're highly suggest if you build a trailer, you put a fold-up step on there. It just shortens that gap by about 8 inches getting into the trailer. Door to this trailer, we do have our brush tray. It is a 3-compartment brush tray. They are drainable boxes, so if you have fly spray, show sheen, anything in there that freezes, leaks, anything like that, it will contain it to one of those 3 compartments and let it drain out. We have a window on our tack door. Really helps, get some ventilation going through your front tack room, air those wet pads out, stuff like that after a long day's ride. We'll typically suggest you always have some type of airflow in your tack room. If we can't do a window, we'll do a roof vent, something like that, just to allow that moisture to work its way out. Our tack room in this trailer, we do have our upgraded floor on our gooseneck drop wall, the floor and the deck. This can come in kind of a diamond tread pipe pattern like it is now. It can come in a coin pattern. This is probably my favorite flooring product that we can. Rubber mats are great because they're sticky, but on top of that you get dust that kind of sticks to it. It's hard to clean. Or if you go carpet, it can get dirty and hard to clean, or this is kind of the best of both worlds. It's a little grippy, but it's super easy. You can just sweep this material super easy and clean this tack room out. Up here we have some stuff this trailer comes with. You have our camera system. This is your monitor for your truck that'll go with that camera system for your horse trailer. We have some more blanket bars and then a replacement bar for the back, which I'll show you guys where that goes. When you kind of convert this into more like a 2-box stall trailer, you can use that bar right there. Behind me, we have our saddle rack tier. Again, this is fully adjustable. They're on a track that you can slide in from the top. They're fully carpeted. Those blanket bars that I just showed you, they can go in here. You can position them however you want, whatever height you want. You can just loosen a couple bolts and put those blanket bars wherever you want. Same thing with these. You can adjust them, remove them if you only need a couple versus 4. Again, super modular, fully carpeted. On our partition wall here, we're fully carpeted. Anywhere we try to put bridle hooks, just keep those bridle hooks from scratching the trailer up, and then vice versa, keeping the trailer from scratching your bridle hooks up. But we have a full set high, full set low, again, carpeted behind those bridle hooks. It's also going to really help deaden that noise between, your bridles banging on that wall and your horses on the opposite wall. It's going to be really effective at kind of making your horses travel a little more comfortable. So work our way down the side of the trailer, you'll see we do have our side load ramp, very typical of kind of a 2+1, except we do have a divider partition in there, so we're a tad longer than your typical 2+1. This is 25 foot on the floor, so you're just a couple feet longer than typical 2+1, but you get a little more versatility out of it with that divider in there, which will come through the back. I'll show you guys the whole inside once we make it to the back. We do have our Dutch window above our fold down ramp. Again, you can travel with this Dutch window open, really maximize that airflow there. If you need to close that, you do have a full drop here behind that Dutch window to get some more airflow moving as well. Tie rings high. You're gonna have 2 tie rings on each side of this trailer for tying out. We are 6'10" wide, so you do get that full length running board. And yes, we do have Dexter air ride axles on here. These are 2 7,000-pound Dexter Airflex axles. So again, you're getting one of the best air ride systems out there. Your horses are gonna be riding comfortable. Big Dutch window swung over the back. We have a big bus window behind that. So again, really maximizing the airflow. The most airflow you can get on a trailer is probably on a 2+1 setup or a head-to-head setup like this with all your Dutch doors, just because they really open it up and there's no airflow restrictions on this trailer. To move to the back of this trailer, again, it's going to be a rear ramp with our double Dutch doors above. Again, you can travel with those double Dutch doors open and really get some air moving through this trailer. Fold down ramp that's integrated, so it's not a ramp over like you'll see on some living quarters and stuff like that. So walk in this trailer, we do have Werm floor for our flooring product. Again, Werm floor, it's impenetrable. Once they pour it on, it bonds to the floor. You don't have to worry about your floor going bad after X amount of years. You don't have to worry about pulling floor mats. If I'm gonna suggest Werm, I'll suggest it on anything, but if I'm gonna suggest it on a trailer, it's gonna be a 2+1, a head-to-head, something like that with all these divider locations, especially movable dividers. It is a real pain in the butt trying to move rubber mats out and then put them back in the exact spot to make everything work. So Werm flooring is a great product by itself, but when you throw it in a 2+1 head-to-head setup, it works really well. So come into this trailer, this back divider or your rear divider for your 2, it's pretty standard like a 2+1. You're gonna have your center divider, your 2 stalls, chest and butt bars on each side, movable head grill. It is on a movable track that you guys have seen us do videos on, so you can pull a pin at the top, pin at the bottom on both your front and back, and you can slide this divider all the way over the wall and make a big box stall back here. Whereas your typical 2+1, you'd have just another box stall in front of that. This customer, when we built this trailer, wanted to kind of set it up as a head-to-head without all that length. So we kind of have one of the same concepts up front, just not as much length. You're not gonna have your middle box stall like you would on a head-to-head, but you're gonna have the opportunity to make another box stall or haul as like a 2+2. So you're gonna have your divider in the middle, horse on one side, horse on the other. Same thing with the option on this guy. You can slide this divider all the way over to a location over here and have a second box stall over here. The cool thing we did is we left enough room. We went about 18 inches, your standard size of a small bale, so you can stack hay over here when this divider is ran over as well. So if you're running 3 horses, you can carry some hay. You can go as a 2+2. You can go as a 2+1. This trailer is really set up to do a lot of things. We are set up with roof vents in our ceiling. Cimarron by standard is coming fully insulated with a fully insulated roof. I guess I should say fully insulated on their horse trailer models like their Norstar. If you go Lone Star, you can get them insulated. You just have to request that. So again, fully insulated roof. We have roof vents for these stalls, roof vents positioned over the horse's head on the back stalls. And then there are our camera for our horse trailer apartment. You're gonna have one here, one at the back, so they're looking at the horses from above, and then you will also have a backup camera on this trailer as well. And that'll all go to your monitor wirelessly that just plugs into your truck, and it all works really seamless no matter what vehicle you have. Again, movable divider up front, escape door behind me. Then as we work our way out, I'll shut these and show you guys kind of how your horses would haul in this trailer. So you're gonna have your divider wall right here. To divide your horses from the back, you'll have the same thing over there. You'll have your head grill. And then again, your chest and butt bar here for this horse. Dividing wall would be if you're running 2 box stalls. Again, it's gonna keep those horses from kind of fighting when they're traveling in a 2+2 setup. Then if you're running 2 box stalls, that's gonna serve as your wall for the dividing area between your box stalls if you're gonna tie loose or something like that. LED lighting throughout. Backup view there, we do have that backup camera. We have an 8-inch LED awning light, again, giving you guys plenty of light while you're loading and offloading, so it's safe for you and your horses. Double brake lights, low and high. All your switches for the trailer are located on your rear posts here. You'll have some more on your rear posts there. We do have a fan system equipped in this trailer as well, so you can really keep that air moving, especially when you have to keep this trailer, shut up more in your winter months. You can still move some fresh air for your horses. We get over here to our head side, our driver's side wall. It's gonna look really similar to that passenger side. Again, Dutch door on the back, big sliding type bus window, tie rings. There's a good look at that big drop window. The cool thing about the drop windows on all Cimarrons, they're super easy, they're super stout, and they're super simple to use. You can drop your jail bar, easily check and feed on your horses in the trailer. And again, super simple to run. You run them open like that with your jail bars up. You can close them. You're also gonna have a small sliding type in there as well. So a couple options on how you wanna haul. Everything is greasable that we can possibly do on a Cimarron, so these are grease zerks on our windows. You get a squeaky window, you can simply just, stick a grease gun on there, grease them up, lube them up, versus on most trailers where you're gonna have to pull the window off or just try to get WD-40 in there because they're not grease zerked. Good outside look at our escape door here, 16-inch awning light above that with a fold-up step. Again, when that divider's over, we were gonna use that as kind of a hay storage location. Wanted to have her enough light to where she'd be able to see if she's pulling hay in and out, and then step to, again, make that step not as big if you're carrying those heavy hay bales. Escape door itself on this trailer will have one of those smaller Cimarron drops in it. Again, still a drop window, still really getting some air moving. Just a little smaller than our standard size just because it has to fit in the framing of that door, but it's gonna operate the exact same. You're gonna have your sliding type, your jail bar, and then again, you can run it fully closed with that sliding open. So nice little setup. We're 6'10" wide, we're 25 foot on the floor, we're 7'7" tall, so we are warm blood height in this trailer. So again, no problem fitting those larger horses, especially in that straight load setup. If we get up here to the nose of this trailer, we are an electric over hydraulic jack here. It does have the manual override option. All our Cimarrons are gonna come with that manual override option. So again, if your battery dies for any reason, you are gonna have the option to hand crank this trailer up so you're not stranded. Spare tire mounted high and up out of the way. And then above that, we have our battery box here with our disconnect. So again, batteries out of the way, out of the elements, disconnect here, which will really help you guys from getting dead batteries. If you're done with the trailer, not using it, you can turn that to off and it's gonna kill all power to the trailer. That way you don't come out and, oh crap, I left the light on and the batteries are dead. Manual override lever is positioned down below that, as well as your air ride control system for this trailer. Everything is contained to the trailer. You don't have to add anything to your truck. Compressor's on board. It'll keep it up to about 140 PSI and it'll just keep it there. It'll let air in and out as you travel. Everything is contained to the trailer so you guys don't have to modify your trucks. Up here at the front of the trailer, we'll finish it off with just kind of your basic features. We do have our B&W 2 5/16 coupler, safety chains, our breakaway cable, and again, our power cord that you'll plug into your truck in. And it's a really cool trailer. It's in between a 2+1 and a 4-horse head-to-head. Nice small package to really kind of haul those bigger horses. If you're interested in this trailer, the stock number for this unit is 5U250289 against a 2023 Cimarron Norstar Warmblood. It says 2+1, but it's more of a 2+2 or 4-horse head-to-head without that box stall. If you're interested in this trailer, or maybe have some ideas and want to build a trailer similar to this one with some of the same features but a little different, feel free to give me a call. Again, my name's Tanner here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Phone number is 303-684-3409. Thanks for tuning in.